Hello everyone and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar Hub channel. We've got breaking news that has dinar holders buzzing worldwide. If you've been waiting for undeniable proof that the revaluation is moving forward, this could be it. A contract rate of $4.40 per IQD is surfacing in unexpected places, and not just as idle chatter. Reports are coming in of actual exchanges, private group activity, and discreet calls from bankers and financial advisors. This could be the most significant development in the dinar journey so far, and it's unfolding right now in August 2025. If you own dinar, you'll want to stay tuned until the end. We're covering where the $4.40 rate is being seen, who's cashing in, how private groups fit in, and how you can be ready when your turn arrives. Let's get into it. Multiple independent sources from different regions are pointing to the same surprising number, $4.40 per IQD. This isn't a typo, and it's not a rumor without substance. Reports say this rate is being offered privately, behind closed doors, to carefully selected individuals, particularly those tied to organized exchange groups. These rates are not posted online, nor are they visible at public bank counters. They're being discussed face-to-face, sometimes over private calls, and almost always under strict non-disclosure agreements. Some people are walking into banks expecting nothing, then leaving with wire transfers worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. The system is clearly shifting, even if the public hasn't seen it yet. This is often how these rollouts begin, private first, public later, and the pace is now accelerating. So where is the $4.40 figure originating? Based on verified reports, contract rates, pre-negotiated exchange rates between select parties are being quietly activated. These aren't offered to the general public, but are appearing for those in private exchange groups, high net worth dinar holders, or clients with close banking relationships. The idea of contract rates has been disputed for years, but real outcomes are now challenging that skepticism. Some holders have been contacted unexpectedly by bankers or advisors they hadn't heard from in months, asked to bring in their IQD, sign documents, and complete the exchange not at a reduced figure, but at a premium $4.40 rate. The pattern is repeating across locations, showing that these arrangements are now in motion. Private groups are playing a major role in this development. If you're not familiar, these are organized networks that have pre-arranged agreements with exchange centers, wealth managers, or specific financial institutions. They operate quietly, away from mainstream attention, but in August 2025, they are suddenly more active than ever. Some groups are holding same-day appointments, others are preparing full-scale rollouts in the coming week. Members are being told to stay silent, bring valid ID, and be ready to move fast. The secrecy is deliberate. These groups typically get access before the public and are bound by confidentiality agreements. Still, thanks to leaks, we're gaining a clearer picture of just how far along the process really is. Now let's look at the confirmation stories adding weight to these reports. One man in Texas was invited for what he thought was a routine wealth review, but the conversation quickly shifted to his dinar holdings. He was offered the $4.40 rate and, after a short verification process, completed the exchange in a private room with no media coverage or public announcement. Similar stories are coming from Florida, New York, and parts of Canada. Some were given less than a day's notice, others were told to bring all their currency in one visit. A few even received tiered rate sheets with higher offers for larger holdings. This suggests structured wealth tiers are already in use. It's important to note this isn't happening everywhere yet. Many dinar holders are still walking into banks and hearing nothing has changed, which is normal in a rollout like this. Historically, revaluations start with insiders, then private deals, before going public. The Kuwait RV followed a similar path decades ago. Iraq appears to be using the same blueprint. At present, calls are going to private groups and select individuals, but within days or weeks we could see a broader release. That's why now is the time to be calm yet prepared. Keep your currency ready, your documents in order, and your attention sharp, because once your turn comes, the window may be short. So, how should you prepare for your potential exchange? Step 1. Inventory your dinar. Count it, separate it by denomination, and store it safely but accessibly. Step 2. Verify your paperwork. Ensure your identification is valid, proof of purchase is available, and supporting documents like utility bills or bank confirmations are ready. Step 3. Speak to a financial professional not only for investment planning but also for practical arrangements, such as setting up trusts or spreading funds across accounts for security. The people exchanging now at $4.40 aren't showing up by chance, they're walking in with every detail ready. Some reports indicate these early exchanges are happening at specialized redemption centers rather than regular bank branches. These centers are secure facilities built specifically for high-value currency exchanges, staffed by trained professionals and equipped with robust security. Certain holders have been escorted there after a short phone screening. Inside, the process is quick, organized, and fully documented, but with strict secrecy. Phones and cameras are banned, and no public details are allowed. If you get an unusual call or invitation, take it seriously, but verify authenticity, because scammers are also active in moments like this. The global impact of a $4.40 dinar rate would be immense. It would instantly create new wealth for large holders, shift foreign exchange markets, influence trade balances, and potentially alter oil pricing structures. Iraq, holding one of the world's largest oil reserves, may be linking this revaluation to long-term energy contracts, stability agreements, and deals with major nations like the UAE and China. This move is about more than currency. It's about positioning Iraq as a central player in the global economy. If these early contract rates are genuine, it signals Iraq's financial resurgence is already underway. Investor confidence is also shifting. For years, dinar holders have been dismissed as overly optimistic or misguided. But now, those same individuals are leading the way in a major wealth event. Why? Because they held to a key truth currency, values are tied to belief in a nation's recovery. The community's faith in Iraq's oil-backed economy and return to global markets has kept it alive through years of doubt. The $4.40 rate is no accident. It's the product of coordinated policy, strategic planning, and international cooperation. For those who've waited, the reward may now be close. Of course, skepticism remains. Some ask, why isn't this in the news? The answer is the private financial events rarely make headlines until they go public. Early access isn't broadcast, it's managed discreetly. But with consistent reports, screenshots of bank transactions, testimonies from advisors, and even banking app balances showing updated figures, the evidence is stacking up. If this were only speculation, we wouldn't see so many unrelated sources sharing the same details. There's also a psychological change taking place. After years of waiting, false starts, and rumor cycles, something about this moment feels different. The patterns match historical revaluations, the numbers are realistic, and the people sharing their stories have nothing to gain by fabricating them. This authenticity is cutting through the noise and making it harder to dismiss. For the first time in a long time, the revaluation narrative is being supported by verifiable actions. So, here's the bottom line as we wrap up. Stay informed, alert, and prepared. Don't make rash moves or panic. The $4.40 rate appears to be real, but availability is still limited. Your chance could come next week, or even tomorrow. When it does, ask the right questions, verify the terms, and don't hand over your currency without understanding the full agreement. Preparation is everything, and the window to act may be far shorter than expected.